What's going on, everyone? Talen here, and welcome to another uniform review video. Alright, so in this video we're going to be taking a look at Captain Marvel's new uniform. So here we have her last Avenger look, which I really do like this uniform. Well, black and red just looks really cool together, so that's probably why I like this uniform. And I just kind of like all the kind of like sharp points. It almost looks like vines with thorns kind of growing up her legs there, and then the sash kind of has the same look to it. Not a big fan of the helmet though. I could do without that helmet, but besides that, I really like the outfit. So yeah, let's see what this uniform's going to do for her. Change the effects of absorb energy, which is that her 4-star passive? I think it is. And then apply to self. Increase damage dealt to supervillains by 50%. Decrease damage received by supervillains by 50%. And then decrease all damage received by 40%. So against supervillains, she's going to be reducing that damage by quite a bit. This does only apply to self, so it's not like she's going to become a support unit all of a sudden with this uniform. It is only applied to self, but she does have a support for herself there that is pretty strong, because again, most of the kind of enemies that we're fighting in the game are supervillains, or most of the, you know, stages that you want to play on. So yeah, it is her 4-star passive. We get super armor and all defense 35%. Is that any different? Is that the same? It is the same. Okay, I didn't think that sounded any different. All right, so first skill, 80% chance to miss. Okay. Paralysis for 2 seconds, ignores immunity, 20% all attack. We got Incapacitation, Fracture, all defense down. That does not ignore immunity, which I don't think it ever did for her. Fourth skill still ignores targeting, so that's great. Decreased movement speed, is that new? And then we have Fracture, Incapacitation, okay. And then fifth skill, excuse me, we have Incapacitation again. We have all attack, all defense by 40%. Okay. All speed and crit rate by 1%. So she doesn't have, from what I've seen, that kind of binary explosion anymore, where it changes the skill animations after going into it. But I believe this is still the same buff, 40%. And then we got... Oh, that was only 15%? Really? I thought it was higher than that. Oh, 15% all attack, and then all attack and all defense. So it's 30% all attack here. So we're getting 10% more all attack. Getting less crit rate because you get 15% there. Interesting. And then that did have the movement speed. So Fracture is new for her. On the 4th skill at least. Okay, so not too many changes in terms of the animation there. Got extra 10%, or the buffs, I mean. We have an extra 10% all attack. We've got that chance to miss there, which is new. And then we've got that extra 20% attack here on the 2nd skill. Yeah, alright, so let's hop into the skill preview and see what these animations look like. See if we get any changes, because as you know, with Quasar, we didn't really have any changes to the animations. Okay, so that's a new animation. I mean, I hardly use her first skill anyway, but I believe that's a new animation because I thought she just did some punches. Okay, that's a new animation as well. She doesn't do like the uppercut anymore. It is an iframe, so that's good. Keep that iframe. She definitely needs iframes. 3rd skill, pretty much the same. Maybe more hits going on there. Yeah, I think it's basically just like the 3rd skill that she had after activating binary ignition. Because it looks like the buffed amount of hits and like AoE with area damage going on there. And now the 4th skill. Okay, kind of the same thing. It looks like maybe a little more damage at the start there. But same amount of punches it looks like. Okay, and then the 5th skill. Okay, we have a whole new 5th skill animation. Well, yeah, because she just was it was just a buff last time, so duh, of course it's going to be a new animation. Interesting. So I'm wondering how hard that's going to hit. That's pretty nice. Okay, cool. I don't think, did they change the tier 3? No, it doesn't look any different. Oh, actually, can we cancel the tier 3 earlier? Hold on, let me see, because you had to wait before with her tier 3, didn't you? You have to wait till she came up into the air, then started getting that meteor before you could cancel it, if I remember correctly. Alright, so let's see if we can cancel it a lot earlier now. So let's do this. Do we have a meteor coming down? No, we don't. All right, so they didn't change that. All right, so skill animations, there's really nice change to the 5th skill, of course, because they needed to. Besides that, they're pretty similar to what they were before. So you know what? Let's go ahead and buy this uniform and see if we actually get any noticeable difference between this uniform and her old uniform for endgame here. I will have to maybe rank it up a little bit. So let me see if I can get the stats kind of similar, and I'll be right back. Alright, so I leveled up her uniform here. We went ahead and got it to Mythic because I realized that she had her biometrics in the Dimension shop, so I could just buy them there with the tokens, so I figured why not. And I needed to get her to Legendary anyway, because for the uniform, I need that dodge. So I need both those to be rolled to dodge, that 1st and the 4th slot there. And I guess I can show off the uniform options now since I went ahead and leveled it up. We have Immortal Hulk. We have Moon Girl, Monsters Unleashed. We have Star-Lord, Grounded, Dormammu, and Psylocke. So some pretty nice uniforms there, actually. So I'm not too disappointed about those. A lot of those characters I do like. Yeah, so now we have her, as you can see, maxed out on all the important stats here. We got attack speed, ignore defense, and... Oh, wait, what happened to my skill cooldown? I lost skill cooldown somewhere. Oh, I think I had one of those uniform stats rolled to skill cooldown. So I'll do that and I'll get my skill cooldown maxed. And then our dodge is maxed as well. And then one thing to note that I didn't mention before is she does turn into a super villain here with this uniform. And she still has the leadership tag. So she's going to be like the 2nd character, I think, that has a super villain tag with leadership. And if you need a strong female universal villain, then she can fill that role. If you already have Proxima, then you're probably, well, I guess we need to see how much damage she does, but I'm guessing that Proxima is probably still going to be better than Captain Marvel, but we'll see. And here is my build on her. We do have some Urus on her, a few Odin's Blessings, but not many. I have a fully awakened Power of Angry Hulk, and then we have a CTP of Rage on her. You already saw the uniform. So yeah, let's go ahead and hop into some more about Legend, yeah, and see how much more damage, if any, this uniform does compared to her old one. Alright, so here we are over at Null, and I did switch her uniform back to the old one because then we can see how much damage she does with this one, and then hop over to the new one to see what kind of damage she does with that one. I'm using this team here because this team will work whether she's a superhero or supervillain. So we have Cyclops for his leadership and his passive, and then we have Mystique for her tier 2 passive. Might as well give her all the buffs here, and let's just start this up. I'm not going to be using Venom here for the Striker, even though she definitely needs it for the survivability, just because we're just trying to see what kind of damage she does. I'm not trying to actually clear this, so her survivability shouldn't matter for this part. Alright, so let's go in. Boom, we'll pop that. Start seeing what kind of damage we can do here. We've got knocked back, fantastic. Alright, so we're probably just going to go until we get him off of the throne here, I think. Alright, let's hop into our tier 3 to dodge that. Actually, I don't think we dodged that, did we? Oh, we did, okay. Oh, no, we didn't. Did not dodge that, so I'll need to remember that for when I try her out with the new uniform. Remember that yeah, let's just not dodge any of the snare attacks, because that's just easier to do than to try and actually dodge them. Okay, we got stunned again here, so that's good. Now let's go ahead and buff ourselves up here. Okay, we're slowly getting there. Do a little bit of damage here. Oh, I didn't wait for the meteor to actually crash. Oh well, that's fine. We're almost there. Almost there. Just a couple more bars. Come on, Carol, you can do it. Okay, there we go. 3:45. So we're looking for something a little bit quicker than that. 1 minute and 15 seconds there. So now let's go ahead and equip the new uniform and see if we can notice a difference in her damage or not. Come on. There we go. Alright, so hopefully we'll see a noticeable difference here, and this uniform isn't just to change her from a superhero to a supervillain. I'd like to see a damage buff. Alright, so actually... we have the buffs on the 5th skill, right? Actually, I should have paid attention to what skills I need to use for the buffs. Ooh, that looked pretty nice. Oh, that looks pretty nice. That does seem like more damage. Or am I just, like, imagining things here? That looked like quite a bit more damage, too. And I don't even remember. Okay, so you can't really cancel the 5th skill. I'm so used to canceling the 5th skill with her instead of letting it play out. Yeah, this damage does seem better, but maybe not. Maybe not. It's already getting to about the same time as the old uniform. Oh, that was not good. Okay. Maybe I shouldn't be letting the 5th skill go. I think the 4th and the 4th and the 3rd skill seem to be hitting substantially harder than the 5th skill. So maybe I just use the 5th skill for its buff, because I believe it, yeah, the 5th skill had the 40% all attack, all defense buff, but that was 5 seconds quicker. So I mean, that is something, but let's try this one more time and only use the 5th skill for the buff and not the actual damage, because it didn't seem like the damage was that great on the 5th skill. So I'll try one more time here, but so far 5 seconds is 5 seconds. All right, so let's get the buff, go into the 4th skill. Of course, we get knocked backwards. Why aren't you doing the skill? She's just hovering there doing nothing. Okay. I mean, okay, not bad. Let's see if we're going to be any quicker this time around. We get the buff from the 5th skill. I was hoping the 5th skill would trigger my rage. That's one of the things I hate most about this fight. I don't know, it just kind of like gets under my skin, is I just keep getting knocked backwards. That just really, really annoys me for some reason. I know it's not a big deal, and it's, you know, she's still going to have no problems clearing this stage or anything like that, but just getting knocked back is just kind of irritating. So that's why I really like using characters that have super armor, or they have guard break immunity, or invincibility, because then you don't get knocked backwards, and it's just, I don't know, it just feels so much more convenient to do the fight. Okay, that was a little bit quicker. That was 3 seconds quicker by not using the 5th skill for its damage. Okay. So we're up to 8 seconds faster now. So yeah, not a huge increase in her damage, but there is an increase, so that is something. The uniform, like I said, it looks cool. It changes her to a super villain. So if those are things that you like, and of course you already have Captain Marvel built up anyway, then you probably get this uniform just for the little bit of extra damage. Or if this bit of extra damage doesn't really interest you and she's already doing what you want her to do for you, then you could probably just pass and stay with your old uniform and not have to waste resources leveling up this uniform, even though she is in the dimension shop, so you can get her biometrics pretty dang easily. But of course you have to use uniform upgrade kits, you have to use your EXP chips, so there's that to keep in mind. So overall, I don't think it's a huge upgrade. So yeah, it's mainly just changing her typing from superhero to supervillain, and I mean, that's pretty much it, right? Because the damage isn't super noticeably different. But let me know in the comments below if I'm maybe doing the rotation wrong, if I need to set up the 5th skill and maybe it's doing more damage than I'm thinking or something like that. So yeah, let me know in the comments below. Is the uniform better than I'm giving it credit, or is it just very similar to her old uniform? So yeah, let me know, and that's going to be it for this video. Hopefully you enjoyed, and of course I will catch you in the next one.